Right. Look at that, 13.9. I know it's cold, but that's just silly. Oh, there's all my gloves. I've got those ones, and I've got like these ones. These are my work gloves, and very useful for when dealing with timber. Is them gloves. And I got told by a carpenter you don't have to worry about splinters when it's wet. So there you go. No splinters in wet wood. I'm not sure if that's true or not, but I defer to him. No firelighters, so gonna have to go into my stash. I'll go into my little stash of the firelighters and pop one in there, and then, oh, excuse me, I woke up at 5 o'clock. Thought, oh, this is a bit too early to be waking up, and I wasn't cold or anything. I just had one of those dreams where it's like, oh, that was very exciting. Then you wake up and then you go, oh, it's a dream. And eventually managed to get back to sleep. This was the remains of some fuet, the Spanish salami. So that's mostly fat. I'll put that in there. Must admit, I wasn't impressed with that batch of it. Sometimes I haven't. It's got this lovely nutty flavour. But I was eating it that time. I was just like, this just tastes like grease and sweat. Not in the sort of way which was like repulsive, but very much like this is a tasteless bit of meat. I don't know. I suppose they can't all be good. But anyway, we got ourselves a fire, and that's good because just by mere presence has risen the temperature up a few degrees. I've got my the remains of my meal onto the grill at the moment because I'm very hungry. What have we got? What have we got today in this? We got some Tommy Tippy and Plastic Dog. Oh look, Lidl's taken the same tactic as, you know, don't shop in Western supermarket. Come to the Eastern European one. I mean, Germany's Eastern European, right? Well, we got some beef steaks, more expensive than Aldi. Actually, I've got the old one. Let's compare them. So they're offering 900 grams for £11, which comes out to £12.21 per kilogram. What does Aldi offer? You know, we're gonna do some watchdog witch consumer reports here. Hey, I thought there was a thing about. Is it? Oh, it wasn't in this one. It was in the previous one. I'll tell you what. You can be the Anne Robinson. Go back into my previous video and find out how much that was, because I think the Aldi one was a bit better. Meatballs, lamb, a beef brisket joint with and 2 salmon melt in the mouth fish cakes. All right. Oh, mange tout. Oh, okay. I quite like mange tout, so I might have to go and visit Lidl. If not, just to get the yogurt drink. I went to Lidl yesterday, actually. I picked up some chalky milk powder and some pomelos. I've only bought one inside, so that means the other one's in the car. Hopefully, it didn't freeze overnight. Oh, look, we've got rice vinegar. And we've got, I can't believe it's not Tsingtao. Cool. We've got some soybean pods. We've got a fire, which we should be supervising instead of looking at what I'm going to do in my grocery shop next week. Teriyaki sauce. Nice. Cool. Yeah, great. I will be having that. A pot of pickled ginger. Yes, because I will eat that on its own. It's brilliant. Excuse me, I have to go and check something. Unfortunately, smoke alarm went off, and by the time I reset it and got this out, fire's gone out. So, you have to excuse me, I'm very hungry. And as a consequence, it means I've got to eat now. So, first of all, let's see if I can rekindle the firelighter. No, I cannot. That's a bit of a bugger. Those things are supposed to stay lit for 5 minutes, so I don't know if that's a dud one or something, or maybe they're using Greta Thunberg approved fire lighting ingredients. I approve of this one because it doesn't light. So I'll put another one in. Oh well. Just do that, and then like so. Right. Let's try round number 2 then. So what else have we got in Lidl? Let's have a look. Oh yeah, we got that far. That was it. I was going to say it got pickled ginger. Italian wines. Yep, Italy makes wine. Lychee and elderflower yogurt. That could be interesting. I like lychee. I like elderflower. That's a decent price for a pestle and mortar. Bamboo steamer. Ah, a rice cooker. These are interesting. They boil the water, and then just as the water runs out, they turn off. So I'm very much considering getting one of those. I mean, for 20 quid as well. Yeah. Anyway, this. Oh, I'm sorry, sir. The readings just come back positive. Yep. It's not your baby. Scratch mat, scratch board. Oh look, this is the other thing. You know, if you your family substitute. Oh yes, it's January. You've got to be like Stephen J. James. Like, my New Year's resolution is to not be such a fatty. Anyway, we've got a fire going. That's good. That is good. And I'm going to enjoy these whilst they still got a bit of fire on them. My bright idea when breading the chicken was put all the spices with the egg wash, and that way you have a protective layer of bread so the spices don't get overcooked. I think I'll have a go with more spice next time. See, what I didn't realise was it's just how much chicken is 1 kilogram of worth. It took me 200 grams of breadcrumbs, probably an equivalent amount of flour, and 3 eggs to bread them all. Need salt. I didn't put any salt on them. I ought to, but never mind. Excuse me, but oh, there it is. There's the pepper. I can taste it now. I want a drink now. I fancy cider. I really do. I think this fire is going to be more successful. As well, I'll use this little slab here because I reckon that'll go quite nicely on top of that kindling. But first of all, let's just let's wait for it to burn down a bit. Oh, really want a drink. My mouth's quite dry now. I also have the leftover stew in the thing as well. I ought to check on that. Yep, I definitely should give it a stir. So, let's pause again. No cider. I'm having what Keith Floyd referred to as Aldershot stock. So, yes, marvellous. Speaking of marvellous, that looks like a proper fire, doesn't it? Let's snuff it out by scattering all the sticks out of the way and putting a log on top. Well, I think that is still cold to the touch. Do I have my surface? Yes, I do. I've got my surface scanner. Right. Let's get a scan. Right, so here, see that? That is 97 degrees. Down there, 12 degrees on the handle. Right. My stew needs a few more minutes, but then I'll be ready to eat. So, yeah. Bye now. Oh, didn't do a fire yesterday because I was out on the drive. So, in fact, the fire wasn't wood. I was burning petrol to stay warm.